6-month anniversary of the Newtown massacre, and sadly nothing has been done at the federal level. That's why we're here today to demand action, but we're also here today to thank New York State, our leaders, Governor Cuomo, and the state legislature for passing the landmark New York SAFE Act. My name is Leah Gunn-Barrett. I'm the Executive Director for New Yorkers Against Gun Violence. We have a few speakers, and our first speaker, whom I'm delighted to introduce to you, I'm sure all of you know him, our wonderful Attorney General, Eric Schneiderman.
Thank you very much. 5,000 shootings since Newtown. There are more than 30 Americans killed every day by gun violence. People all over the country understand that enough is enough. We can take action, we must take action, and I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that you and others in New York and from New York are ready to take a leadership role in this national movement, and I thank you for your commitment on this critically important issue to all of us.
This is the movement that we needed to see. We need to see people like this out here, knocking on doors, making these calls, having events like this, keeping this conversation going. I did not get involved with this because what happened to me directly at my school. I got involved in this movement because I kept seeing it happen to other people and nothing getting done about it. Here in New York, representatives need to co-sponsor the background check bill, HR 1565, the King-Thompson compromise.
A trauma surgeon's worst day is when he tells a mother or father that their child is never coming home to them. I have had too many worse days. Is this carnage visited upon our children year after year somehow the price of our freedom? We have not yet, as a nation, answered that question. And until we stand toe to toe, neighbor to neighbor, all across this land and say no, we will still have 31,000 deaths and 100,000 injuries every year, and every one of which could have been prevented.
Until we have a federal standard on gun laws to prevent violence in this country, we will continue to suffer. Do the right thing. Pick up the phone and call your elected officials. Write them. Demand a plan. Demand that our government, national government, federal government do its constitutional duty under the Second Amendment to provide for a well-regulated militia, and to follow its founding charter, constitutional charter, to provide for the welfare of this people. And may God have mercy on us all.
And when I think about the progress we've made thus far here in New York, we all know as we stand here today that there's more work to do. We can do this. We can conquer this. These are not giants that face us on this journey together, but these are conquerable tasks with the right legislation, and we stand here today to say we find strength in one another in being able to do this together. And we are here to say to opponents of sensible gun control that with the one lives we've been given, the one sacred life we've been given on this earth, we will stick together and we will pass the laws necessary.
I'm a small business owner, I'm a wife, and a mother of 2 precious children, a New Yorker, and I'm a survivor. As New Yorkers, we are notorious trailblazers. We must show the country that common sense laws do not infringe on rights. They only protect the innocent. Our country must enact common sense legislation that will do everything possible to prevent another Newtown.
It's not about taking away people's guns, it's about preventing injuries and death. First, by keeping guns out of the wrong hands, and secondly, by making them as a product safer. It's time to take the extreme rhetoric out of the gun debate and look for practical ways that we can save American lives. That's what it's all about. But I want to thank you very much for coming, and we have a lot of work to do going forward, and we're not giving up.